Hi everybody, good day to you. Welcome back. We are actually returning to a second video on this 2015 Cadillac SRX-4, meaning she's the all-wheel drive version of the Cadillac. It's got a 3.6 liter V6 engine. She has approximately, I don't even know, where's our mileage at? With approximately 86,432 miles on the odometer. Restarting the engine. All right, now that we got all that good stuff out of the way, the reason for the second video is because they wanted me to perform an intake slash valve slash fuel system slash induction cleaning service on this particular Cadillac. So you notice we've already got the engine cover back off of it. I pulled up some of the coverings here, and I've got a hold of the air intake tubing where we've exposed the air filter element, the back side of the mass airflow sensor, and then we've got this weird goofy little hose running into an IV bottle going into the intake stream. All right, coming on in for a better view here. Let me pull this apparatus out real fast. And you can see it's got this nozzle on the end here, and that nozzle is going to spray a fine mist of a cleaning solution into this intake ducting. It's going to do that past the mass airflow sensor. That way it doesn't contaminate or potentially damage the sensor. So what we're going to do here is we're going to fill this vessel with some cleaner solution. We're going to apply shop air to it to pressurize it. There's the air, there's our regulator. So we're going to have 90 pounds coming in and I don't know what, 10, 20, 30, I forget what it's set at. But a lower pressure going out, it's going to spray that chemical through the engine, through the intake tube, over the throttle plates, into the intake runners, over the valves, and then into the combustion chamber, thus cleaning out the intake side of the engine. At the same time, I've got another can of cleaner. It's called the 44K. Not sponsored, that's just what I sell and what I use. And this is going to go into the fuel tank. It's a concentrated cleaner, and that is going to be pumped through the injectors to help clean out the inside of the injectors. So it's an air and fuel system induction cleaning service. And that's what we're going to do today. So stay tuned because this is going to be a very good video. Now, one of the things we're going to need here is going to be a throttle stop. This little hook right there hooks onto the steering wheel. Then this rod extends and pushes down onto the accelerator pedal. And we're going to use that to hold the throttle slightly open in order to generate some more airflow into the engine to help pass the cleaner. So we hook that guy on right there, push the rod down, contact the gas slash accelerator pedal. Then what we can do is turn the knob. It's going to extend it and then give us an increase in throttle. We're about 1100. I'm going to run it up maybe 15 to 1800. All right, I think we're good here at about 1800 RPM. So let's hop on out. Let this thing, we need to go ahead and fetch our first stage of cleaning solution here. Pop the top here, there we go. One-handed. We'll refill the vessel and then prepare for the cleaner injection. Pouring things, spilling things that I'm pouring. Now when this thing starts to feed in the cleaner, it may or may not drop engine RPM down, and it also may or may not cause misfires. So when we're finished here, we're gonna have to check for any trouble codes before we release the vehicle. There we go. All right, the valve is off. That's the 90-degree position on the valve handle, so that's the off position. Let's go ahead and connect shop air to it, and then we can send the cleaner on in. There we go. Okay, so we're regulated at what, about 45, 46 PSI on the output. Let's go ahead and open up our valve. Send it. Okay, so it is now injecting the cleaning solution. Let's go back under and into. There we go. Let's take a look in there. See it in action. Yep, do that. Let that ride. All right, now you might think this is like a set it and forget it kind of situation, but it's not. See, what we need to do is come in here and give this a quick full throttle blurp a couple times as we break our tool right there. That was fun. Anyway, we're gonna give it some quick full throttles. That way you get a good ingestion of all that mist, and if any of it starts to build up inside of the intake somewhere, it'll help suction that out. And then we'll set it back to our 1800 RPM and let it go. All right, we're back out checking on the progress of our bottle. We're about 30% complete on the service, so we're gonna let this go for a little longer. Engine RPM has been bumped up to like 2,000. Wide open throttle, back at idle. Wide open throttle, back at idle. Now these fly-by-wire cars, they if you hold the throttle down, like if I go full throttle ahead and hold it, look what it does. It only gives us a maximum of like 3,100 RPM, so we can't redline the thing to the moon and blow it up. It's all in the programming. If this were like a carbureted car or an older generation fuel injection car, the thing would just be like 8,000 in peg and then it would explode. I mean, maybe not, but it would probably get valve float before it exploded. But you never know. And again, we just repeat this process until our bottle's empty. Okay, so while this thing is settling in one more time, let's go grab a funnel and we can get that other can installed into the fuel tank. Let's see here. Open sesame. Nah, that's reckless. Hey, it worked though, look, check it out. That's great. It may be reckless, but it was fun while I was doing it. That's why I did it. Because the chicks dig it. There we go. Stanky stuff. Okay, so this part's gonna be real easy. You just grab the can funnel. It slips over the can, like so. And then you just stick it right in the fuel tank. So let's see, do we have, get on there. Oh good. These don't work so well with the capless tanks. The capless fuel tanks tend to have like a little overflow and it will dump out all the cleaner solution like right here through the wheel well. That's not okay. Now look, I spilled some on the paint. Don't worry, it's not gonna hurt it. Watch. Take a towel, wipe it down. You gotta think, this paint gets exposed to gasoline and sunlight and yeah, all kinds of stuff. A little bit of cleaner is not gonna hurt anything. Shiny. O-ring looks good. Good. Tighten until one click. Got it. And I'm pretty sure I'm a little late on the blocking action for the naysayers. No, this is not snake oil. No, you don't have to buy it. It's something that I use and that I sell, and it is a product that works. It's not a copy. I mean, if it was a product that didn't work, they'd get sued. I mean, BG's it's an American company. They build their products in-house in the States. It's not something that changes hands 10 times and nobody knows who to hold accountable. It's a legitimate product and it exists, and people do use it, and that doesn't mean it's for everybody, and some people aren't going to spend money on such maintenance services such as this, and that's fine. If that's your prerogative, no problem. But that doesn't mean you get to come in here and tell me how I'm stealing money from people and selling snake oil, because if that's the case, then we're all stealing money and selling snake oil, and the entire system is a farce, which I don't believe it is. So there. Comment on that. Haha! Okay, it looks like our bottle, we're about right about there, so we're almost complete. I'm gonna let this hang out for a little while, maybe turn up the juice some, see if we can't get some more in there. I want to flood this thing a little bit at low speed, and then we'll go ahead and shut it down and let it sit and cool off, because any carbon and varnish that's built up inside of there, as of right now, it's saturating and soaking in this cleaner solution. So as this thing cools down, that cleaner can work at that carbon and break it down. Then when we go to restart it and it comes up on another heat cycle, that carbon can be burnt away and then expelled through the exhaust and through the engine. That's the plan. Okay, returning. All right, we're empty. The vessel is now empty. Let's shut it down, depressurize, and we'll go ahead and shut the engine down. Powering off. So as this thing cools down, again, it's gonna break away, it's gonna break away some of that carbon buildup. And in the meantime, while it's cooling off, I can go ahead and get my flashlights out of the intake. We can get our little nozzle, there we go, out of the intake and put that thing away. Then we can put all this stuff back together. Okay, let's get that light out. Let's get that light out. Nothing else inside of the intake. We can slip our air box back in. Pardon my noggin. There's slots that this thing has to go into. Then it slides back, and then I can clip it with the clips. And it's hot, 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 hot. I think there's a third one right over there. There we go. Clip on, got it. So now, we'll take our plastics, slide that one back down below. What's what I'm doing here? Yeah, I don't know, weird shadows. It's getting late in the day. The shadows are cast. Nobody can see what's going on here. So I better make it snappy. Let's put our clips back in. Ha, snappy clips, get it? Dad joke. Put that one on. That, oh, hot flashlight. Hot, 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 hot. Hot. There's our bolt, and I'm missing one clip, which is right here. Push pin installed. There we go. There. Now is the end, because the shadows are so horrendous, nobody wants to watch this anymore. So let's get our engine cover back on. Oil fill cap going on. And then there's one bolt that secures the cover. Get that guy in there right here, up right now. There we go. And I'm standing out in the sun, and I'm an ultraviolet magnet right now. It's hot. Even at 5:30, it's still hot. It's a Florida thing. We're near the equator. There we go. Oh, and we'll take our little our fluid delivery device and put that thing back where it goes as well. Where does it go? I think I choose over here. That's a good spot. It's out of the way. We'll leave it right there for now. Okay, so it's been about 15-20 minutes to cool down. Let's go ahead and get this thing restarted. Foot on the brakes, pushing buttons, starting the engine. Now this is gonna do one of two things. It's either gonna blow out a bunch of smoke from the tailpipe, or it's not. Or it's gonna misfire, or it's not. I think it's, I don't think we're gonna get the plume of smoke out of this one that can happen. Nope, that's a negatory. Not doing it. No worries. All right, let's get the hood closed, and we'll take this thing out on a quick test drive, make sure it's all copacetic, and then we can return it to the owner. Goodbye, Cadillac. Oh, wait, whoa, nope, negative, nope, no. Can't be doing that. I mean, you can, but I don't like to. I'd rather clean it off. There, where were we? Okay, so here's the deal. Back in the cabin. Now, just because it wasn't misfiring and shooting out a bunch of smoke here at idle, that doesn't mean it won't do it while under load. Okay, so we always have to go out on a test drive. One of the worst mistakes that techs can make doing this kind of service is they'll do exactly what I did. They'll think everything's all good, and then they'll finish up, pull the thing out and park it. Then the customer comes by to pick it up, then they go to drive away, and they don't make it a block down the road, and the thing's rolling a bunch of smoke out and misfiring, and they go, oh my God, you broke my car. What's wrong with it? It wasn't doing this one before I brought it here. All right, we're looking good. Let's get out of here. Ring. See, I hear some pinging. Just a little bit, but I heard it ever so slightly. Yep, there's some. Yeah, we need to test drive this and get this thing through a whole RPM range under load to make sure that it doesn't do that while we're driving, because technically that could cause, or not technically, it could definitely cause a misfire or a check engine light. Yep, ting, ting, ting. It'll go away soon enough. Waiting in traffic. And here's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna pull out in front of that guy in the yellow truck. See, we could have made it. We definitely probably could have made it. But what if the guy in that white truck decided he was gonna cut over and then speed up, and then I pull out at the same time, and then the white truck slams on the brakes, and next thing you know, the big semi-truck rear ends the guy. That's how this stuff happens. Then the whole world blames the big truck because somebody else who wasn't even involved that drove away caused the accident. So don't pull out in front of people. Just don't do it. You can wait. It's not worth your life. Okay, full speed. Full steam. And brake check. Look, it's a squatted Hyundai. Looks like the phenomenon is affecting the Hyundais as well. It's like a zombie plague for squatted suspension. Don't do that either. Ah, Florida, that was great. It's raining on this side of the bridge and not on that side of the bridge. It's fantastic. And we're gonna duck this yellow light. Not waiting. Florida, I can do that. All right, guys, this thing's good to go. We had no check engine light flash indicating a misfire due to the cleaner. Again, it would clear up, but if it did show, we'd have to go back in with the scan tool and then clear it out. So that was a successful test drive. We put full engine load on it. It's had its cool down time. There is still the cleaner in the gas tank, and again, that's gonna work its way through the injectors. We have the appropriate amount of fuel for said cleaner. I mean, half a tank is probably best, but I'm cool with that quarter tank as well. So that being said, at this point, I think there is nothing more to do here except for to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this video. As always, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please feel free to let me know about that in the comment section down below. Tap that like button while you're down there. And most importantly, have yourselves a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. See you guys later in a video, in a transmission, end of day. Now seriously, back on this side of the bridge, no more rain. Well, never mind. Now we have rain. I lied. It is back. Rain is back. I am back, and the gate's closed. No.